He didn't scream. He didn't fight. Mel Brooks just remembered every clash, every power struggle, every actor who mistook chaos for control. And once you crossed that line, you were done. Mel Brooks redefined comedy for generations. But behind every laugh was a system, precision, rhythm, trust. Actors who played along became legends. Actors who didn't, they vanished. No press releases, no public call-outs, just silence and a new name in the script. These are the 10 actors Mel Brooks quietly cut, avoided, or never forgave. Not because they weren't talented, but because they broke the one rule of his world: respect the rhythm, or get replaced. Number 10, Peter Sellers. Brilliant, unpredictable, untouchable. And that was the problem. Brooks admired Sellers' genius, but feared the chaos. They talked once, early in Brooks's career. No script came of it. Mel later said, "Some actors are too busy chasing the joke to hear the rhythm." Sellers was lightning, but Brooks didn't gamble with storms. Number 9, Richard Pryor. He co-wrote Blazing Saddles. He was supposed to star, but the studio feared controversy. Brooks fought for him, but in the end cast Cleavon Little. They stayed friendly, but Brooks never cast Pryor again. Not out of anger, out of exhaustion. Pryor burned too hot, and Mel needed fire that followed direction. Number 8, James Caan. Brooks considered him for Robin Hood, men in tights. Studio loved the idea, Mel didn't. He reportedly said, "Caan doesn't know how to play dumb." Comedy wasn't about tough guys, it was about timing. Caan had presence, but Brooks was looking for gravity with a grin. He never called him back. Number 7, Andy Kaufman. A comic legend, a disruptor, and exactly the type Mel avoided. They never worked together, never even got close. Brooks knew Kaufman would improvise, derail, or go off script for the bit. "You can't control the punchline, then you can't control the movie," Mel once said. Kaufman was chaos. Brooks only hired chaos he could conduct. Number 6, Dom DeLuise. Mel loved him, at first. DeLuise lit up scenes with big, physical energy. But over time, his unpredictability became a liability. On History of the World, he started going off script too often. Brooks kept him in smaller parts, then phased him out. No fight, just a quiet fade. Brilliance, but too loud to balance. Number 5, Jerry Lewis. Brooks respected his legacy, but not the man they met once. Lewis dominated the dinner conversation, barely acknowledged Mel. That was enough. Later, the studio pushed for Lewis in Life Stinks. Mel refused. "I don't need someone who thinks he's funnier than the film. Too much ego, too much noise." No second meeting. Number 4, Harvey Korman. A comedy titan. Mel's go-to for years. Blazing Saddles, High Anxiety, History of the World. But behind the camera, constant pushback. Korman wanted more input, more control. During high anxiety, he clashed with Mel daily. Brooks told a producer, "Harvey wants to be the director. I already have that job." After that film, they never worked together again. Not out of hate, out of pure exhaustion. Number 3, Chevy Chase. Never hired, never even close. Studios begged Mel to cast him, especially in the 80s. He refused every time. Chevy's not acting. He's waiting to interrupt. Chase was too ironic, too self-aware. Brooks needed actors who believed the joke, not smirked through it. Chase was never blacklisted. He just never got in. Number 2, Gene Wilder. This one hurt. Wilder was Mel's muse. The producers, Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein. They built comedy history together. But when Gene wanted to direct his own film, Mel said no. He thought he was ready. I knew he wasn't. Gene made the movie without him. They didn't fight. They just drifted. Mel never handed a half-finished script to anyone again. That's what Gene took. Not trust, but the ability to share the process. Number 1, Frank Langella. Cast as Dracula, fired as a statue. Langella treated the slapstick role like Shakespeare. Never improvised, never bent. Brooks gave him one last line, a gag with a pratfall. Langella asked, "Do you want me to mock the text?" Brooks replied, "No, I want you to survive it." By the end of the week, he was gone. No press, no noise, just replaced permanently. Mel Brooks didn't blacklist people for being bad. He moved on from people who didn't listen. Every actor on this list had talent, but they broke the rhythm, or they made it about themselves. Mel didn't shout. He just remembered and replaced. Because in his world, getting cast wasn't the reward. Staying cast was.